Hello and welcome to part 2 of my June 2014 update. Still going slightly out of order with these videos. So I did first four parts of May, and now I'm doing 2 parts for June. But just sort of trying to get, as I said before, trying to get both months sort of covered off as quick as I can. Quite a few DVDs I showed you in May, not too many for June, although I've got a few, and there probably might be some more floating around there. My pile there to show you, and also got a couple coming out this week, next week. These are ones now I picked up when I was in FOP, and quite nice to see these ones on sort of offer. Start with the first one here. This is Primer. This is one I've been after for a while. I don't know if it necessarily went out of print or anything, but it was released by Tartan, and I went in FOP and I saw this, and it was for £3 or whatever it was, and I had to pick it up. This is a different label release. Don't know in terms of picture quality if it's any different. I presume Tartan may have had extra features on there, which this hasn't got any on. But I've been after it for a long while, and I think I was doing a video, might actually be the last sort of update video I did in my collection room, or wasn't too much after anyway, where I was thinking about this film and I was looking for it, and I thought I had it and I was going to watch it, but realised I didn't. But I did have a look and I couldn't find it, so clearly I didn't have it, and I say it was a bit expensive. I don't think it's that expensive now on Amazon, the Tartan release, and I'll probably have a look at that to see if there's any extra features on there. But I saw this and I thought I might as well get the film so I can watch it. So I have watched this. It's directed by Shane Carruth, who also did Upstream Colour, which is a similar sort of mind-bending, sort of twisting film with the plot. This label's released a few films I noticed. Probably not any more I'm particularly interested in, but I mean, I'll pick this up because I don't think it's going to be released on Blu-ray. There's the synopsis. Shane Carruth stars in the film. I think he also stars in Upstream Colour. I did watch this. Made sense, sort of. I think I might need to watch it again. Trying to sort of work out with the sort of how the film is sort of plotted out. I think someone did do there's a timeline available online somewhere, just sort of showing them through the course of the film how sort of each scene, what time frame it's in and everything. So it's probably worth me seeing this again. I don't want to see it again straight away because I've only seen it very recently and I've got other things I want to watch, but I'll probably watch it again next year or sometime, just try and get my head around it. But it's always good when you got a film and you watch it and you don't always know what's happening, or you try and work out what's happening, what you think's happening, and you encourage them to read up about it. Whereas, you know, you just put on, say, Rambo. I'm not saying Rambo's a rubbish film, but it's a cool film, Rambo. You put it on, you watch it, you don't really need to think about it a lot, and you know, you're not going to read up and find out a bit more about it necessarily, but this whole film makes you think. Yeah, that's Primer. Title the wrong way around. Don't know why they do those on sometimes. I mean, it looks logical, but I tend to prefer it when they put the title, if I can get the one, going down like that, because it makes it easy to read on the shelf. But yeah, it's Primer. Now, the rest of these are network releases. They're part of the British film range. I went in and saw quite a few of these on offer. Not a huge amount, but quite a few. And I wasn't sure. Some of them I knew I had, and some I wasn't sure on. Luckily, because I do photo updates on Blu-ray.com of what I got, I had some pictures, photo bookie, of the last big bulk purchase of these I got from the network sale, and I knew obviously I had the Ealing Studio ones and also the British musical ones, and some of the other ones. I did end up buying Some People, which when I got home I realised I already had got, but I only paid £3 for it. Because these are either £3 or £4. And some of these, probably most of these ones, I'd looked at on the network sale and probably didn't want to get, or didn't think about getting, wasn't bothered about getting, but I thought I'll pick them up. Sort of impulse purchase. But so, there's a couple I didn't get as well. I could have got in FOP, and definitely one, and probably a couple of others. But problem with this is, unless you know what we've got, there's quite a few being released, we've already got a few, and so unless you know what you've got, there's always risk of buying something twice. And you know, it's not like I can go and take it back the next day, swap it for something else, get a refund. No, I don't get to London that often, and even don't get to go twice a year. Sometimes I only go once a year, and after a month you can't take anything back. So it's always the sort of toss up between, do I buy it if it's cheap, and if I haven't got it, then I've finally got it, it saved me some money, or if I have got it, then I've got an extra copy I can't do much with, and I can't get a refund, but then again, I'm not spent a lot. So it's always that decision. But these ones on your hand got. So first one is Spanish Fly, starring Leslie Phillips and Terry Thomas. The back here do have a decent amount of extra features in terms of these releases anyway. We've got the 4.3 version. Now again, like the one I mentioned before with that on, I don't know, because I thought 4.3 was 1.33 to 1, but I thought 1.75 to 1 was a form of widescreen. So I don't know if there's two versions of film on there. I've not checked. Probably worth for me to check in and just having a look, but I won't do that at the moment. So we have the disc here, and these all discs are the same. This one has got some inside artwork. So there's that one. Next up we have Horrors of the Black Museum. This is one I was still contemplating buying on network sale, and I think I bought enough for the other ones and spent enough money on the ones that I wasn't really bothered, because there's some Edgar Wallace ones. I think it's Edgar Wallace ones. There's the box set ones, and there's also ones being released separately. Yeah, Edgar Wallace Mysteries. And I didn't get those either. I thought the separate ones were in the box set, apparently they're not. So I don't know what the difference, why some are in the box set and some aren't. But I could have bought those as well. And I had a couple of those in FOP, but I thought I held off on those. But I do want them, and I'll get them at some point. So I don't think I'm ever going to get everything I want. There's always going to be stuff I want to get, which is good, because I always know there's something I want to buy. If there's not much out 1 week, I can go and get some other stuff. But then again, if there's a lot you want to get, sometimes you're never going to catch up. But yeah, they've got Michael Goffin, who played Alfred in the Batman TV series, the Adam West and Burt Ward version. So you've got the back there. The Hypnovista introduction. They've got the Hypnovista, you know, all these other sort of things. I don't know exactly what that is. Probably a gimmick, really. I'll have a look, actually. I'll probably pop this on to point and have a look to it. No doubt I'll probably end up watching it all as well. That's fine. Inside artwork, we have some alternate posters, and no doubt the main poster there, or that artwork in some form anyway. There's that. We've got left 3 of these to show. So next up we've got All Neat in Black Stockings, starring Jack Shepherd. This is also starring Jack Shepherd. Normally would say that if listed someone else's name, but I can't see anyone else's name listed on the front. Well, actually, no, we haven't. We've got Victor Henry, Susan George pictures there, then yeah, and also starring Jack Shepherd. This was an X-rated film to start with, but it's 12 now. So, clearly the what was shocking then isn't shocking now, because you can get 12s now with one F word in, and a few years ago you wouldn't get a 12 rated film with that word in. So there's the inside artwork. When did they say this was a sex comedy, but got some elements of it, no doubt. There's again, this isn't that full frame as a special feature. At the time, I'm not sure if there's two versions of the film on this, because I'm sure they wouldn't have everything. You know, if the full frame is the main version, then that's what they put on. You know, especially if that's the original version, and they won't put that as an extra feature. But because I know 1.66 to 1 to widescreen, there's a number of aspect ratios, but yeah. But yeah, there's the back of that one, so it looks good. Next up, the body. Now, again, I saw this in the South Network. This wasn't in the main pile in FOP. I was looking around for some more Dockworth DVDs, and I saw this there. Part of the British film range is £3, so I'll pick that up as well. While I can see it. So there's the front of that. And there's the back, if you want to look at this about. Sort of not really a film as such. Well, it's a film, but it's like a documentary kind of thing, or science sort of thing. It's about the human body. I'm sure stuff in here is probably out of date now, or looks dated, but that's fine. There we are. Yeah, with these, when they put on here a brand new transfer, I don't know how much restoration they do with them, you know, touching the image up or whatever, or if it's just taken from the original negative rather than like a print, but that's fine, I would say. And this film's only from 1970, so don't expect it to be really poor quality. There's extra features there, and I'll show you the inside, which just the same as some of the other ones with the details about the series. Last three of these, and last three for tonight anyway. We have got Guns of Darkness, starring Leslie Caron and David Niven. Now, I'm a fan of David Niven, so while I probably didn't pick this up in the flash sale, I don't know, but I've got it now anyway. Although some of these actually I might have got in the flash sale, come to think of it, because I think a couple of them did come a bit late. So I'm not actually particularly sure which ones I did get in the flash sale, which came in the coming June, and which ones I got on FOP. But that's fine, I've got them anyway, so. But yeah, there's that front of that one. And there's the back. Standard features for these, looks like now. And then inside, and again, no point in that. There's the disc, and there's just the usual bit. Next up, we have On the Fiddle, starring Sean Connery. Looks, that's a drawing of him, but looks not funny there. And Alfred Lynch. This one, you can't really get an impression of the film from the front of that, but you can sort of see on the back what it looks like. This was from 1961, so I think it was about the time he was doing Bond. I don't know if it was just before or just after Doctor No. I'm not particularly sure the years of the Bond films, but I know it's about at the same time. So I don't think he did much beforehand before he got picked up to do the Bond films, although he would have done some things. But there's the back of that. We've got some special features there. The original theatrical US teaser, Operation Warhead, so it may have been called Operation Warhead in America. Not sure. Sometimes they change the titles because certain words that we use they don't use, or they use in different context. It's like we got Joyride, I think it's called Joyride, the Paul Walker film from a few years back, came out recently. It's called Joyride in America, but we've got known as Roadkill because Joy in America I think different meaning to what it is in the UK. So they do occasionally change titles. But there's the inside artwork on that one. There's the disc. And the final one. This was one that come out recently, which I bought. Was damaged to start with, so I had to get a replacement. But this is the Flame of Love. Yeah, I keep calling it the Flame of Love, but it's the Flame of Love. Or they've made too much difference. And this is a new release. Now I don't normally pick these up, these sort of releases as new ones. Usually I'll wait for the price to drop, but it's got anime Wongin, which I wanted to get for that reason. So that's why I picked it up now. And there's the back. So very, very few ones of these, apart from the collection ones, I will pick up straight away. This being one, but usually I'll wait for the price to drop. But yeah, I picked up because obviously I'm a fan of anime Wong, so I will go for that reason. And also because this is quite an old film. I know some of the ones I've shown are slightly old for this range, but this is 1930. I do like early cinema. And as you can see, I just don't know much about her. I mean, I don't know a huge amount about her, but she's a Chinese-American actress, 5 British films. She was also, if I remember now, it was in Piccadilly, which I mentioned in another video, directed by E.A. Dupont, because I showed one of his other films, I think Q Planes, was it? Or I can't actually remember now. What one of them I showed, wasn't he? He directed. This was an A certificate originally. I'm not sure what A was. Don't think it was the equivalent to an X. Might have been below that. But this is a U now. So, I mean, some things which made films like created then aren't, you know, classed as 18 now. They might be classed as 12 or PG. You know, it just depends at the time, because this is 1930, so see, the standards were different then. The American one with I think the Hayes one, keep forgetting that, but they had some restrictions in films, what they could show and what they couldn't show. Kissing as well, you know, could only show for a couple of seconds. I mean, clearly now that's not a problem, but you know, the different restrictions then, what they could show. Although you do find some of the films before that came out, before that came into place, were quite extreme for the time and would not have been allowed to be made, or not in the form they were before, during even. Yeah, so that's Flame of Love. I do want to pick some of these, more of these up, but I'll wait for the next sale, or if I had to fob again to see any more cheap, I'll pick them up. But that's the final one for this video. So as usual, please rate, comment and subscribe, and until my next video, thanks for watching.